What is up, everybody? This is your host SuperSight, and welcome back to another video of Heyday. Now in this video I am going to be showing you a trick to get more followers, and I'll also just be giving some, how to get more follower advice in general. And by the way, it's like not related to having a YouTube channel at all, because some people say, oh, how do you get lots of followers without a YouTube channel? Like, yeah, it's the same. Just because I'm a YouTuber does not increase my follower count, like, in Heyday substantially at all, because you can't follow people with the tag unless you join the hood. And so, yeah, anyway, I will be doing a trick which may increase it a bit. Not huge, it's not like you're gonna wake up tomorrow and you have 100, but just a few will slowly, minorly be going up. Did you notice the smelters just then? That gold was just coming through, that was kind of cool. Okay, and as we can see, we have the barn storage of that, so we've only got 10 more space, but that 10 more space, we'll look for some duct tape. Can we get some duct tape? Well, look for not just duct tape, but anything. Nails, maybe? Maybe? No, maybe not. Okay, that's okay. Never mind the nails, never mind the duct tape and other stuff like that. We'll continue and proceed. Right, okay, so we have got some land materials, that's right, and so we are able to expand, which is really cool. I'm happy to be expanding. So this one here costs 34 of each, which will massively free up space. That will be, how much space will that be? That will be 102 space, which will be free, which is tons. So I'll just check that there's not a higher one, so that's 34. That's 34. We'll go for... Right, it doesn't really matter. Well, actually, we'll go for this one because then it touches another one, so we have more options. So I'll go that one, and we'll go 3, 2, 1, and boomtown. There we go. We'll unlock that. There we go. So that one's an even bigger one. It would have been nicer to do that one, but never mind. And interesting, because I know lots of people are often saying, like, especially high-level level players, they're like, oh, these permits, I can't get these permits. They're so hard to get. And I reckon I sort of get why it would feel like, it's taking forever to get those permits. And that's because, like, you've probably already unlocked all the land in Heyday, like all this and all the town and all this stuff up here, so the only land left to unlock is the permit stuff. But for players, the majority of us who have not unlocked all the land and are just waiting to get these slots unlocked, it feels fine, because by the time we've unlocked all the land over here, all this land up here that doesn't require permits, and all the land in the town, it feels like by that time it's like we will already have enough permits. And so but people that have like already unlocked all the land and are just waiting for permits, of course it would feel like ages because you're waiting for just these few permits for this, but the rest of us have to unlock all the land anyway. So from a player that's just starting, and hasn't unlocked all the land previously, then the permits, it doesn't feel like a big wait, because I don't even need to use the permits yet anyway. And so by the time I've unlocked all the land, I reckon I'll be able to just have enough permits to get all the stuff. So yeah, that is the thing about permits that I just thought I'd say. So now all the free space, which is really awesome, and it means that I can just like freely go like this without it just clogging up my barn like there's no tomorrow. I can just harvest everything, I can collect all the feed, I can collect all the products, which is really, really nice. I love being able to do that. It's really, really awesome when you can just keep doing that. Okay, so followers. Oh, wait, whoa. Okay, this is refreshed. Any bargains in here? Any barn bargains? Be nice to get some barn bargains. Maybe not. Okay, never mind the barn bargains. Right, so followers. How many followers have I got? I have got 142. So I am happy with that many. It's certainly not as many as some people have. Some people have significantly more. Like, way more. And, like, they might be even lower level, way lower level than me, have way more. But, by the way, the average is 10. Well, not the average. If you have 10 or above, it means you're doing awesome. I did a whole video on this, the perfect amount of followers, and that is 10. Because since we're only all able to follow 10, if everyone used all 10 followers to follow another 10 other players, everyone, if it was completely equal, would have exactly 10. And not everyone, and so therefore that would be the average 10. Hence, if you're any above 10, you're doing well. And also, by the way, not everyone uses all 10 followers. Some probably don't follow anyone. There wouldn't be many players like that, just inactive ones, but like and then since not everyone even uses all 10 follows, then the average amount of followers is less than 10, by the way. So the average followers is less than 10. So if you have 10 or above, you're doing really well. You're actually above average. That means but then, you see the top players with over 2 million followers. I'm not kidding. And there's not just one player that has over 2 million followers. It's like, man, if they have over 2 million, then, the average must, because they're taking up so many of them, that the rest of us, the average must be, lower if, you took out all those massive ones. But yeah, I just thought I'd point that out because, for example, one of the people I followed, was called Ivan, and Ivan is quite a low level, but they have gained a ton, over 5,000 followers, so they've done it very well. Where's Ivan? Right, that's LG, there we go, there's Ivan, our buddy Ivan right here. So Ivan is inactive now, but Ivan has over 5,000 followers, and Ivan's, oh, we got a booster. Dang it, I say dang it because I already have 3 and I'm going to have to delete one of the free rose ones. That is really, really annoying. Anyway, as I was saying, Ivan has done so well because level 41 and has over 5,000. So I'm going to be trying some different techniques in the future to try and get more followers. I'll be trying a few things. So that's a 6-hour one. I guess we'll just trash that. Oh, that is painful. And so we better use that other one like really soon. Like, in fact, yeah, I'll be using that very soon because I don't want to have to delete like 6 hours free of Rose because Rose is so good. So that was a shame. But yeah, as you can see, there are tons of followers to be, like, you can get tons. And so, oh, what? There was a fail. What? I was just like, oh, my finger, I was just like, bleh, didn't tap like quick enough like it should. Anyway, okay, that was my fault. But anyway, so that's the thing with followers, that, like, yeah, if you have over 10, you're doing well. So, what are the tricks to getting followers? Now, there are a few different, like, the most obvious one is always keep your roadside shop full. Now, most of you always know that, but, like, yeah, the more active you are, the more times you'll have stuff in the shop, the more times you advertise, the more players that see your farm and are more likely to follow you. That's a given. So that certainly is one of the best ways to just play as actively as possible, and believe that that's not the only, that's not, that I didn't make you wait all this time just to tell you that. Like, I know most of you already know that, but yeah, keeping it full is really, really good. Also, and this is why I don't recommend, this is, well, but yeah, anyway, some players, they sell it for, all their stuff for default price, hence I follow them so I can buy that stuff and resell it. You know, they get a lot of followers, but as most of us are fairly low level, like below level 80 and that, we don't want to just be giving away tons of coins to get followers, but we want to still get followers, because followers are important and helpful in the sense that it means that your roadside shop often is sold out pretty quick. And by the way, to get followers, you have to advertise, otherwise, you know, people won't find you. So you have to advertise in order to do that. But yeah, for example, you want to be able to put stuff up at full price and have it sell relatively quickly, especially when wheating. That is when it gets most full. So you want to be able to continually sell stuff non-stop. So unlocking a few more slots does help, but yeah, keeping it, and hence that's why followers are so important. Some people delete them, some people don't like them because they buy the stuff. I think that's the whole point of followers, really, that they buy your stuff, and so you can sell stuff constantly, especially you can buy it for like cheap and sell it for full price, and it will be sold because you have so many followers, and followers like to check the people they're following, hence they'll be buying off me. And so, like, because with my followers, some of them will check me, like, I see them buying my stuff now and then, which is good, which proves that's what I want, that you want them buying your stuff, and so you can keep selling stuff constantly. That's what I like, because it's like an audience that's following your market, ready to buy stuff. And so if your barn or silo gets full, and, like, you see a bargain in the Daily Dirt, you can quickly sell something, you know, like, put it up, or advertise, and or you know, people stop by and buy your stuff. So that is why I find them important. Now, as I said, it's good to keep it full. Now, this here is the tip, which I would recommend, and so I'm just going to show you it in action, right? So there we go, we'll do this. And so what it is putting, rather than just, you know, because obviously there's things people want more than others, so if you're just selling all this stuff, people are less likely to follow if they come visit. If they see a whole heap of, you know, the things they consider goodies in your shop, then they're more likely to follow you or add you or send you a friend request. So you also might be after friend requests, they're good as well, but friend requests are limited, followers are not. So followers are the one we're really focusing on, because it's easy to get 150 friends, it's not easy to get tons and tons and tons of followers. And so that is the key one you want to focus on, because it shouldn't be too hard to get the 150 friends. If you just request heaps of people, they'll accept you, but you ideally want to request certain people that have bargains. Yeah, because I've like filled up my friends, like, with like just people that are constantly selling stuff for default price, or always selling stuff, and so they're the sort of people I follow. But of course you don't want to have to sell these really good things, you know, like those kind of things, and you don't want to have to sell things at default price either. So then how do you get followers? Now, obviously, so ideally, the more people that come to your store, the more likely they are to follow you, regardless of whether you're selling good stuff or not. So ideally, as I said, continue to keep it full and continue to advertise. Key is advertising. Always be advertising non-stop, because that means there's more opportunity for people to follow you and see your stuff. Now, there are two interesting ways that work, but the one that I'm going to be talking about is that what you want to do is, and this year, I don't I won't guarantee you that we'll get tons and tons of followers, but actually, this is the way that got me to follow other people, aside from them selling the good items or default price items. And that was if they were selling, like a good items, like for example stuff like honey, or even if they're selling even better stuff, but honey works as well as does, feed or ores or different things like that. And what they were doing is that people would sell singular ones, right? Well, they don't always do this. They often sell them in big clumps of 10 and 10 and 10. But what you want to do is you want to have people in your roadside shop trying to keep buying your stuff when the newspaper right here refreshes, because then it's like, oh no, you're still selling good stuff, so you're still putting it, there's still good stuff to be bought, because you're slowly dropping, you're slowly putting it out, because they're putting the chunks out. But what's happened is this is refreshed, so if you go home, you will not be able to return to this farm, because, it's too late. And there might be good stuff, you might have more good, there might be stuff you want to buy, but your barn's full, and then it's a problem, because you have to return to sell stuff, because you can't buy anything else. They're putting up more good stuff, but if they leave, they can't return because it's gone. So what you want to do is you want to capture people in your farm. And so what some people do is they just, this here is just an idea I've had, because what people do is, they're selling good stuff off, over the 2 minutes. So you're in there for the 2 minutes, you go there, within the 2 minutes of the newspaper, and then you're there for at least 2 minutes, and the newspaper's refresh, your barn's, full, and then you have to return, and that's what you want to be doing. You want to still have good stuff after that 2 minutes, so that in your roadside shop, they see good stuff, they know it, their barn's full, they know if they return, they will never be able to get that stuff, and that is when they hit that follow. So how do you keep them in your shop? How do you keep them? Well, obviously, you have to keep putting new products that they want in over those 2 minutes. So one thing you want to do is you want to space them out. So you want to do some and then wait 10 seconds. So they might be waiting, if you leave it too long, they'll obviously leave, if you wait 2 minutes. But if, for example, every 5 or 10 seconds, and they know it takes a while for you, when you put something in, it takes 5 or 10 seconds or whatnot to, come through. Hence, when people are selling off wheat, there'll be a whole heap come through at once because it's a bit delayed. Hence, they know that, so they're willing to wait 5 or 10 seconds in case you put more stuff in. So every 5 to 10 seconds, you want to be putting something new in. Now, I know that's really hard, and some people do it, with the big barns. I know that's hard, hence this is my idea. Now, what I recommend you do is you put singular good things in, and you space them out. And so, every 5 or 10 seconds, you'll put one good thing. Now, I do not recommend doing your duct tape, wooden panels, and all those really good things, or this kind of stuff. Sure, that will get you lots of followers, but that will lose you very valuable resources. Hence, I don't recommend doing it with that. I recommend doing it with high-quality products. You can do some of these. If you can upgrade your town, go ahead and upgrade it rather than sell these, but I can't upgrade it because I need heaps and heaps of, different things to go with it, which I can't. Like tar buckets, which I can't get. But other things like high-quality products, such as lobster tails, such as raspberry muffins, such as fish burgers, such as blue woolly hats. Obviously, well, as you can see, I haven't got much compared to what I normally have. I normally have over 10 of them, but even just the singular ones will work. And so I'm going to give you an example here. It's not necessarily going to get me any followers right now, and sometimes you have to refresh Heyday before you can see them. But if you do this enough, you may well find that you actually get a few more extra followers from people that get to your thing and they're having to wait, and maybe their barn fills up, or maybe they're just hey, this dude keeps selling off, even though it's singular and it's really annoying and I have to keep buying them one at a time. They're still selling good stuff, so they're more likely to follow you. So I'm going to do it with bricks, okay? So, bricks, because you can swap products. It doesn't have to be the same product. But, for example, we're going to do it for max price. There we go. We're going to advertise, the full price, 1 brick. Right, there we go. So then that will bring some customers in. And then I'm going to, what am I going to do? I can do like that. Oh, wait, not like that. Right, I'm just going to, so there we go. I can see it. So there we go. Now I'm going to do the next one. And I'm going to wait for that one to sell. And so as soon as someone buys it, it doesn't, the timing isn't, it doesn't have to be exact. This is just an estimate. But as soon as, obviously, it's in the newspaper and someone's in my shop buying it, then I'll put the next one up. And then I'll put the next one up. And the next one, there we go, someone's bought it. So now I've put the next one up. So obviously there's at least one person in my shop. Right, there we go. And now, since I don't want to I can't, sell heaps of them all at once, I'm going to wait for them to buy that one. Now, it isn't always going to work. Oh, maybe bricks wasn't the best option. Maybe either, they've all gone, or it hasn't shown up yet. Maybe, and so this here, it may not have worked, but hopefully someone comes and buys that brick. And then as soon as they buy that brick, I'll put in another brick. There we see. So obviously there's someone else in my store. So there we go. We'll do another one there. So there we go. We're just going to keep selling bricks. Obviously, you know, bricks aren't the best thing. You know, I think they're pretty good, but obviously they're not the best thing. So there are better things to do, especially like certain products like hamburgers people love. Other things like that they'll stay for. So, as you can see, it might take a while to show up. So, they may have all left, and it may have been a failed attempt right now that you might witness. This, might be just a total failed attempt. But maybe not. We'll see. We'll wait like another 10, 15 seconds to see if anyone buys the brick. If they didn't, it means it failed and they left. Obviously, it took too long for the brick to come through, or they weren't interested in the brick. Maybe bricks weren't the best option. But the brick is still there. So, there we go. Like, next time, maybe we could try honey popcorn or other things. And so, I'm telling you the concept. You know, this example didn't work as good as I would have liked, right? And so in 3 minutes, they can see another example, right? So we'll come through here. Oh, we'll get a nails, right? There we go. Oh, with dead bushes, we'll revive those two. Continue looking, continue looking, continue looking. And so why I reckon this strategy works, although I haven't thoroughly tested it, this is a reason why I would follow someone. If my barn was full, I was at their place, they're still selling good stuff, that is the time in desperation where I didn't want to miss out on the bargains, so I would hit the follow of their farm. And then as you can see, you know, it just attracts people in and keeps them there, and that is the time where they are most likely to buy, because the most likely to follow if they see that there's still good stuff in there, and if they leave, they'll miss it. So yeah, that is basically the concept I wanted to cover. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would this be very effective? Would it not be effective at all? I really want to know what you think, so please do let me know in the comments. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you're new to my channel. Thank you so much for all of you who do like my videos and have subscribed to my channel. I really do appreciate it. This has been your host, SuperSight, and remember to make coins faster than honeybees make honey.